So some things that people do not even think about when there's a government shutdown. Here's something that's definitely important for you guys to pay attention to. All of us actually needs to pay attention to. So stay tuned. And I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in. Let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey. Back to the personal situation. Let's head into this Dollar Tree over here, maybe. Also A plus. These past few years showed me. Hey family, welcome back to another video. This is Shauna, and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in, let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey. So CESA, they're supposed to be actually furloughing at least 65% of their employees. And they're one of them companies, right, that helps protect information. I'm going to go ahead and run a report for you guys. Some things for you all to actually pay attention to if you do receive like government benefits, especially things like Social Security. And you start receiving messages through your text or email. Please don't respond to those. Always call to confirm that information is needed from you directly. Do not send information or even click links through text or emails because scamming is on an all-time high since this government shutdown. Stay tuned to find out exactly what is going on. Darsha.
Yeah, Carolyn, many people are worried about their federal benefits or Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security, and bad actors posing as government officials in calls, texts, or emails could try to scam people out of money. To avoid becoming a target, there are red flags and warning signs everyone should pay attention to.
Scammers are getting to work, taking advantage of the government shutdown and preying on the anxiety it causes.
Hackers are opportunists. What they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, we see this government shutdown. There's no legitimate government organization that might be reaching out. So how about we do that? We're going to capitalize on that fear.
Among the top scams, according to security companies, are threats to take away your government benefits unless you hand over data, offers for money to those worried about government funds like Social Security during the shutdown, and fake job offers. To avoid becoming a target, security executive Michelle Dennedy says if an offer seems personal or unusual in any way, don't trust it.
Slow down. Think about, does the DMV come to your home? No. Do they text me? No.
Keep in mind, government agencies will not request personal information or demand payment over email, a phone call, or text. The government also does not take payment by prepaid gift card, wire transfer, cryptocurrency, or other payment applications. Government agencies communicate through mail and will request payment that way.
And the U.S. Federal Trade Commission announced today that it will not take fraud complaints or help block spam calls during the government shutdown, saying it will resume normal operations once the government is funded. Live in the newsroom tonight, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
Employees or 1,651 people in the event of a funding lapse, and it was already supposed to renew their contract before the shutdown, I think right on September 30th, and that didn't happen just because the whole government shut down. The lockdown could also lead to mass furloughs at CESA and impede the agency's ability to perform critical functions like threat analysis, incident response, and support for private sector partners that many have come to rely on in the recent years. So guidance that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, which is DHS, issued a few days exactly before the shutdown indicated that CESA would furlough that 65% of its employees. So as far as like security purposes, that's literally up in the air. Cyber attacks, literally up in the air. They have an increase in shutdown themed social engineering also as well. And then there was something else I just wanted to touch on with you guys. We already talked about that. So this here, the CISA, this is going to be one of the biggest immediate disruptions in cyber threat intelligence. Like I said, so cybersecurity in general is definitely one of those that should be nipped right there, because our information in general is just out in the air, and it's leaving those scammers, with open, it's an open book of information for them to say, hey, yeah, we're going to get this person, that person, this person, that person, and nobody is basically going to be protected as far as when it comes to our information. So CISA provided important legal protection for companies that shared threat data in good faith, shielding them from liability related to privacy or antitrust concerns. Security experts widely consider the statute vital for encouraging the voluntarily exchange of cyber threat indicators, such as malware signature. So y'all know how y'all go and y'all make the signatures online, and attack patterns between the private sector, federal, state, and local governments. But if a lot of their staff get furloughed, then what happens after that? They're saying if the shutdown do stall or delay efforts to renew the law, the impacts on the intel sharing could be significant at a time the U.S. entities are under mounting threats from state-backed advisories, cyber criminal gangs, and hacktivists. Wow, I didn't even know hacktivist was a word. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. So they're saying the importance of Cybersecurity Information Sharing Act of 2015 for U.S. national security cannot be overstated, y'all. Without legal protections, many legal departments would advise security teams to pull back from sharing threat intelligence, resulting in slower, more cautious process. So legal departments would likely advise their security teams to scale back or halt sharing altogether. Given the loss of the Liability Protections and Freedom of Information Act, that shift would reduce the flow of high fidelity threat insights and hamper the ability for organizations to stop adversarial campaigns before they escalate. Instead of real-time information sharing, a lapse will likely cause more cautious, delayed, and limited exchanges, weakening the momentum that CISA built over the last 8 years, guys. So yeah, basically just be careful what you're putting out there. When you're putting things out online in general, when you're responding to messages through text, most things that need your information, it would not be shared through text. A lot of the time it would not be shared through email. You would receive some type of letter, especially if it's federal related. You would or government related. You would receive some type of letter. You're not doing all of that stuff through email. Important documents, do not send it through your email or through a text. Never through a text. To just be extra cautious and take that extra step of verifying that someone is actually trying to reach out to you. Oh, fam, yes. So that was a lot of information to definitely take in. Cybersecurity is definitely, how can I put it? Cybersecurity is definitely something that we all need to worry about. Information being leaked have been happening year after year, but right now it's really at an all-time high. Well, it can be at an all-time high if you don't take that extra step to protect yourself. Just please be careful, until at least this should be, permanent though. Just be careful, definitely, until we know everything is on the up and up and clear, especially with this whole government shutdown. Verify your information. Like I said, verify with the company that they do need info from you. And if though, I'm sure they would not be requesting any information through a text. We will be seeing more and more of these scammers, taking this for the out and open to try to get people's information and use information for a number of things. So definitely, like I said, just watch out. Just wanted to make this just to let you guys know and be aware of this situation. So we're gonna leave this video right here where it's at. If you are new here and you did enjoy today's video, all you have to do is subscribe, especially if you found it informative. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Until next time, y'all, this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. You all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe, and most all remain beautiful queens and kings. Love you all. God bless. Peace.